All right, in 3, 2, 1.
Fucking baby, let's get grip, target this shit!
Don't wait till the night before Christmas to be good.
And in 3, 2, 1, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 3 of the 10th annual 12 podcast of Christmas. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Francois Nation.
I'm Andrew Sorsdahl.
I'm Victor Hedman.
Is that a real person?
Yeah, he's a
Oh, no.
NHL defenseman.
Is that true?
Yeah.
If I look him up, he's going to come up as a defenseman?
Fairly sure he plays defense.
You're gonna bet a
Who
chili
does he
on
play
it or
for?
what?
When I knew him, he played with the Tampa Bay Lightning.
You knew him.
Well,
And I'll find him on
Like
a
you
Google search.
You had a personal relationship with this Bush?
No.
Or like you just mean when you knew of him,
When
which
I
you no longer
when I,
somehow.
Yeah, well, when I knew of him more, he's very
Is this like a
famous.
Joe Sakic era? Like what?
No. This is very. He won the cup
very
with the Lightning. Yeah, he's very, very talented.
He's a
I'm
real
almost
person.
certain he's a defenseman. Yeah,
If I Google this person, he exists.
Google him right now.
What's his name? Sorry?
Victor
I don't have my
Hedman.
phone. Victor, what? Sorry?
his name's Victor Hedman.
Why does it sound like he's not real though? Why are you saying it like it's like what's
He
that
comes
li-
up with names all the I'm fucking Clem
what's,
Fandango.
what's the movie where the guy's like I know you're telling the truth, but why are you saying it? Oh, it's Anchorman 2. Why are you saying it like you're lying? Oh yeah, there you go. Why did you say it like you were lying?
I wasn't as sure. He was drafted second overall by the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Why'd you say it like you say Ron Gromling?
I've never seen you so unconfident before. It's like getting something wrong about Victor Hedman is like this is the thing that you'll be judged by.
He's won the James Norris. He was a finalist 5 times. He won it in 2018.
How old is he?
And he won the Conn Smythe for the most valuable player in the playoffs in 2020. 32 years old. He's born in 90, December 18th of 90. Okay, biggest question obviously on the podcast so far. We're in episode 3, and why haven't I talked about my leggings?
Oh yeah.
I stepped through them.
Oh, that's right.
Like where did you step through?
Like
In
I
the
put my
crotch?
foot all the way through the crotch, down the thigh.
Ah, fuck. 'Cause we could probably do holes, but we couldn't do penis. Not yet. YouTube hasn't come back
This
around
isn't
yet.
this isn't on OnlyFans. This
No.
podcast.
And
It's,
YouTube-
No, this version
YouTube,
of the podcast.
the
is on
YouTube
OnlyFans.
pendulum hasn't swung back yet.
The second hour of the podcast always goes directly to OnlyFans.
we don't promote that. I didn't know we were
Oh
supposed to
man,
promote that.
we
here.
should see
Start
if we
an
can
OnlyFans?
well sucker some of our friends into giving us money. Be like, see the podcast 2 days early. On
No, and see like the
OnlyFans.
one where we like get a little fucking wild on OnlyFans.
Oh, I see.
Is everything
Like,
going
if
on
there's one
OnlyFans?
that's
Like, you can do
nuts?
whatever. Like obviously not kill people and stuff, but like you can get naked.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if chicks
you can
can
basically
show
do
their fucking gaping assholes, we can probably get away with. There's a lot of room between gaping asshole and whatever we're gonna
what
do.
we're doing.
Yeah, does it?
Okay.
I actually don't
now
know. Does
something
Maybe I don't know. I don't know what you have concocted in your sick fucking pervert mind.
something
But-
that
As long,
hasn't
as long as it's not illegal, I'm sure you can put it on.
something
OnlyFans.
that
Again, I don't know what he has got going.
something
in his
that
mind.
hasn't
Look
been banned by YouTube yet and is backed by popular demand.
Our fan has been so adamant. When are you going to do this again? When are you going to do this again?
I have not heard any of this, so I need you to fill me in
I love
on
the
the
idea.
on the incidents when this has happened and the fervity with it.
It's happened so with so much in such numbers that I can't recall the specific.
Can you recall even one incident when this person?
I believe
We're talking about Suede, is that?
I believe Suede asked.
Are you saying that? Are you like? What, are you implying that something?
No, I'm just saying I don't actually. Nobody has ever said to me redo the gingerbread episode, but Andrew's been saying for years people want this fucking gingerbread
I
episode
see.
to happen again.
You just want the specifics.
Yeah, I just want to know what I'm getting myself into and who
I think
I'm
my
satiating.
sister has said it a couple times. She said that was her favorite one that we did.
Did
and
your
then-
sister get baked at Christmas and talk about the podcast, and now you're roping me into building,
No.
to unveiling my architectural genius again, live on air in a pre-recorded session.
I think it was funny.
I'm being goaded.
I think it was funny the first time we did it and we weren't as good on camera and the setup wasn't as nice. So now with a better setup and us being more
We're coming back.
confident, I feel like it's a good thing to revisit.
If
as
you've
well.
never seen it in season, I have no idea.
Oh, like 2 or 3, yeah.
Season 2 or 3
Very
of the
early
podcast, we built a series. We built some gingerbread houses.
Man, that's back when the whole thing was green screen and we'd have to export the entire fucking hour and whatever
Yes.
as a. Oh, what a time. What a fucking thing that was.
Okay, we're back with a higher quality, more simplistic podcast. We have mic stands now.
True.
I didn't have one the other day.
These are rented.
Alex rented us, lent us his, and we had to rent some. But
what is the difference?
Amazon.
Rent and lent.
well, lent is when you
One is informal.
when you give up butt play for a month.
Yeah, that checks out.
Sounds about right.
Okay, so
Amazon won't let us have.
we're gonna build
Mic
these
stands.
fucking things. Yeah, that's 2 misfires by Amazon recently. Doesn't usually happen.
I also have a thing that I ordered on Amazon just now, and I'm worried.
I'm a little bit scared of breaking these and fucking it up.
I don't think you need to worry. Like
It's scored.
they have
not,
obviously done this in such mass that, and they've perfected this formula. So we got these from where, Andrew? Why don't you tell us about your favorite store?
this store in Stratford. It was a big deal when we got a Giant Tiger. Stratford, Ontario, where I grew up. It was a bit of a big deal when we got this store, and my family used to call it either one of two things. We used to either call it La Tigre Gigante, which is a giant tiger, or we called it the GT Boutique.
I like GT Boutique.
Sounds a little bit more bougie.
There's the Gigante reminds me of a gentleman who lives in the Cabre Hazel area who will never watch this podcast, nor will anyone he ever knows, so I can say his name. Anyway, his name is Henry Little. He's an elderly man that lives in the Hazel area.
Is he a small man or?
No, but
No, he's
my dad affectionately refers to him as Henri Petit, which people really, really enjoy. It's not in the local dialect,
not in the
not in the
zeitgeist?
zeitgeist. So it's still unique enough that when people hear it, they enjoy it. So this
So
one
now-
goes out to Henry Little.
These are obviously our walls. Yes, yeah. Small ones are our
And you're
walls.
gonna have to bite the trip off the fucking icing because
Bite it.
we don't have to.
Are you sure, or did you just? Oh no. That
No,
is,
I don't think the $5 from Giant Tiger got us a blade equal to the task of cutting the knob off the end of this thing.
you're a bit of a knob expert, Brad.
Is that a problem?
No, there's nothing. There is nothing wrong with it. I am an ally to you and your knob expertise. I'm just stating something that everyone knows. I don't know if I really want to bite the fucking knob off of this thing.
Why? I did.
Oh fuck! I don't think my teeth are strong enough.
You're gonna have a tough time in prison. That's it.
no.
Do you want me to bite it, princess? Are you trying to bite with the side teeth?
I didn't try. I succeeded. Thank you very much.
People who can't bite through like candy wrappers and shit. They always like try and do it with your molars. I'm like, use your fucking front teeth.
Slicers. Yeah.
Like I see I used to have friends that's like, oh, I need to open this bag of candy. What the fuck are you doing? Use that precision teeth in the front. What the fuck are you doing? Look, so not this.
No.
Ah! Like your parents fucking raised you wrong. Oh, I need a mint. Look at how easy this is. Oh, fucking ripped it open. God, you people piss me off.
Oh, I didn't even get through. I didn't go all the way through.
Oh, you're part of the fucking problem. Give me the thing, I'll bite it.
Well, how about we just get a
I'll
fucking
just
pair of
fucking bite
scissors?
it like a man. Give me that fucking thing. Give me the goddamn soap.
Oh fuck.
That's what,
Also, this isn't.
that's what chewing your nails for 28 years does for you.
Also, let's just be real clear. This isn't like normal candy wrapper plastic. This is like fucking thick, hard plastic.
Yeah. Fucking thick and hard. And we cut through it like fucking butter over here, baby. You want to talk about the megalomaniac hour? This is it. I'm here to fuck. Okay. Where were we? Is this the roof? I think
big
the
one's
little
the
one's
roof.
the walls. Francois
No.
already built the foundation. Like, we got it. He's already going to have his stuff setting, and we're not.
Well, there's a foundation.
Oh, yeah. Fuck me. I didn't cut mine big enough.
So this is a foundation.
Yeah. And then,
Oh,
I mean, I'm just going off what
Foundation
Fran's doing. But,
on Apple TV. Check it out. Great fucking sci-fi show if you like.
so I think from Andrew, from what
science
you
fiction.
tell me, again, as we know from this from this series, I'm not one to believe you, but from what you've said, people really enjoy these backstories that we gave.
that is my understanding. Yes, that the backstory and the little
Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Sorry, go ahead.
that was for me, and I'm sorry I even spoke. Really,
No, that wasn't for you. It's because this fucking icing didn't stick to the gingerbread, and I'm very perfection is very important to me when I'm doing architecture. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
yes, my understanding was that a big selling feature for folks was the
Folks or jacking them? That's a Louis C.K. thing.
yes,
Okay,
just
go
the
ahead.
folks. Yes, big selling feature was the little backstories for the folks who lived in the homes.
Okay, and obviously everybody's already concocting some stuff completely off the top of their heads.
Yes, this is an interesting little
Are you
village.
having an easy time with the foundation, Fran?
I just gotta get the.
I think you really got to dope these fucking walls up to get them to stick.
I think so. Yeah.
I haven't had much of a problem myself, but
No?
not really. No.
Well, if anybody needs to catch Andrew's expertise, he does AA 3 times a week down at the community center here in Sutherland. So you can catch him there and he can show you how to build a gingerbread house.
It's a regular Christmas activity. Hard to be addicted to drugs and alcohol when you're focused on building a wonderful little seasonal treat.
Okay, do the walls go inside the...
Yes, I've currently realized I've totally fucked up entirely,
Oh,
fully.
you did the walls on the outside.
Yeah, that was not the move. So we're just gonna, much like Bob Ross, we're gonna just change this up, make a little happy. It's a happy little accident. We're just gonna take a little bit of
I can't even
frosting.
imagine how many children had their hands cut off trying to harvest this cane sugar so I could make a stupid little home.
Probably not too many.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like kids in the fuck. I watched this thing, it's like, yeah, blood diamonds ain't shit. Like cane sugar, like it's like, oh, going to a village. Oh, the village tried to defend itself. Well, time to, everybody over the age of 5 is getting their hands cut off. That's real Africa, baby.
I mean, I think the thing that's
I forgot.
the most delusional thing that you just said was that you think that
Diamonds.
cane sugar is what's in this stuff. It's not cane sugar. It's high fructose all the way.
Yeah,
baby.
that's true. This is, did you know, actually, a lot of people probably don't know this. Most of our high fructose sugar in Canada does not come from corn like it does in the US. It comes mostly from sugar beets in Alberta. Alberta has a huge sugar beet and potato farming operation around the Coaldale, Lethbridge, Tabor area.
Are beets somehow less?
Sugar beets.
I understand. Are sugar beets somehow better than corn in terms of like?
No, we just can't grow corn here at the same mass. The sugar beets grow better in our climate. So we use sugar beets instead because then we don't have to buy American. Well, I mean, I'm sure we still buy American sugar. But largely, I would say by and large, our sugar comes from sugar beets. So that's kind of an interesting little thing.
Now, are you going to put your? I see already what you're doing. Yeah, that's probably the way to go.
My mom always said I was a trendsetter, not a follower. She also said, you don't fucking talk back to me like that.
Gee.
I feel like I should have let things set more before I just started ramming this roof on.
It's not a bad.
Trying to ram my fucking dick in a dirty little hole is what it feels like.
Jesus Christ.
What? I get a little expressive when I'm building gingerbread. I fucking hate gingerbread also.
Oh yeah, these are gonna go straight in the fucking trash.
Yeah, who the fuck eats gingerbread? It's the worst tasting shit.
Some people like Andrew loves it.
No, I like a ginger snap, not a gingerbread. And if you're asking, aren't those essentially the same thing? No, they're not.
Okay. My guy puts green on the roof because he is expecting contact from extraterrestrial beings. So that's kind of where my story starts. My guy is born and raised Southern Nevada, born in 49. So
a bit of an older gentleman.
Daddy came home from shooting krauts and decided to pick up a parcel of land in Southern Nevada. And then Roswell happened. Shit hit the fan.
What, Roswell's what, 46, 47?
That's a great question, Fred. I don't know.
I think Roswell. It was definitely in the late 40s, so like your timeline checks out. Like he could have been there. I think he could have been there for the whole war and then shipped out, and then Roswell happened like immediately after. Who knows? Maybe he was stationed in New Mexico after his service. He had a year left on his thing or whatever, and he.
It's got a lot of flags in this house. You can't see them obviously because the building is enclosed. But a bunch of flags say "Remember the Alamo." He does not want anybody forgetting the Alamo.
I won't.
How could you?
Oh, you're like beautifully like doing like masonry, like.
I just don't want it to fall apart. It's purely from practicality standpoint.
My guy's a bit more of a kind of a crack addict, more of like a.
Are these real aliens or these crack hallucination aliens?
These are kind of a mixture of both.
I see. It's like a GTA 5 thing. There are actually aliens, but there's also instances where he's tripping balls.
So, although he left Nevada to come to our fictional town.
Gotcha.
What is our fictional town called?
I was just going to ask you that, Andrew. What is our fictional town called?
Come back to me on that one. That's a good question.
Okay, I'm gonna ask for an immediate response for this next one without thinking. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What is the local news anchor in our community called?
Our local news anchor in our town of
Doesn't matter what the name is yet. What is the news anchor's name? Come on.
the news anchor's name is okay. Our news anchor's name is Darius Newcastle.
Okay, so is that who lives in your house?
Sure, well, I got to get a little bit more acquainted with like what is this house before I.
What are these animals?
What is these animals?
Okay, I think I'm gonna start doing decorative shit now. Holy fuck, are those equidistant? That's Francois's favorite word after sycophant.
I like words.
Fran is a big fan of words and/or phrases.
Also, can we cut the shit with how much air is in these fucking frosting bags? Make the bag smaller or make the frosting more prolific.
Listen, Lays. If I buy another fucking bag of chips that's 3/4 air, I'm gonna fucking blow a gasket.
Okay, listen. I get that. I get that you're mad, but I get why they do it because it's easier to sell a bigger looking bag. But this icing is trapped within a fucking opaque box. I'm not buying it because, oh my God, look how much icing comes with this fucking thing. Make the fucking bag smaller or fill the tube up. It's not a selling feature. It's an angry feature. No, I'm fucking pissed off. My guy's a fucking serial killer. My guy's
I was wondering if it was going to be serial killer or child molester.
I like the believes in extraterrestrials angle. That was a little more original.
You can be an
I'm just saying for you, like I would have expected you to do serial killer or some sort of predator. But
What is wrong? What? Why was that something you guys would think of me?
it's kind of where your mind goes.
So you think I'm some sort of sycophant for these people.
That word does not make sense in that context. It could. I mean, maybe you're a follower of somebody who's also obsessed with predators and murderers, but I'm just saying. No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's like for you, it's like not terrifically original.
So what we're doing now is we're gonna decorate, and my guy's got a body count.
So are you Garth Brooks?
Yes. So my guy's name is Garth Brooks. Grew up in Nevada. He's not the actual Garth Brooks from the music.
No, he just happens to share the same name, and he fucking hates that Garth gets more attention.
Yes, and right when he gets home, he cuts the bottom out of his underwear. He cut the whole base plate out of the underpants. Get a brand new pair. Or when Carolyn comes over and she says, "You're not looking after yourself very well anymore. I brought you underwear." "Oh, thank you so much," he says. Immediately go to get a pair of butcher's scissors and cut a good ring so your dick and balls are hanging through right away. So it's essentially just two sleeves for your legs and a waistband. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at this.
It's there are solutions.
What have you done?
What have I done?
You didn't run a seam down the middle, did you?
I did, yeah, I did, but that's all right. We're going to adapt. This guy...
It's warm down here. That's probably not helping.
No, definitely not. Tremendous amount.
Yeah, so you can picture, you open the door, you knock, right? You're a neighbor, you're...
Just a concerned.
Yeah, just like a concerned neighbor.
Concerned citizen, whatever.
Mr. Brooks? Mr. Brooks, this is Karen and John from down the street. Mr. Brooks, we're just wondering...
Both of them are down.
Yeah, the husband and wife.
I just like the idea.
We don't have
like,
their
they're,
home here.
They're so concerned that it's like...
Mr. Brooks.
I like the idea.
Well, he's getting older.
Yeah.
So they don't they're worried about him falling and shit, obviously.
Yeah.
And so they're knocking. Mr. Brooks. Is he in there, Mr. Brooks? I don't know. Is he? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, there he is. And he opens the fucking door and he's got a house coat on. Mm-hmm. And when you look down, the front, like Tarzan, like the front is covered. Yeah. You don't see, you can't call it full frontal nudity because it's not seen from the front.
Oh, I see.
But through the base of his underpants, the head of his penis and his long testicles are hanging out the bottom.
Quite long
Can you call that frontal nudity? I wouldn't. I would be aghast to hear somebody call it full frontal nudity.
Can you see his testicles?
But it's not from the front. You're seeing it. It's coming from underneath.
What would you call it?
Yeah, what would your analysis of that be?
I would call it transcendental nudity.
Transcendental.
Yeah, I don't
What
know.
is the definition
Or
of
vintage.
transcendental?
I would call it vintage nudity.
That?
Like quasi-religious?
That at least makes a little sense.
What is my other? Okay, so somebody tell me who's living in your homes.
That's a good question. My house is kind of looking like a trap house, crack house, drug den.
Okay.
It's kind of rickety, but there's some bling, there's some flash on it.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
It's owned by a slumlord. So this isn't the people who live here don't own the place. This is a home owned by a landlord who
So the
owns
landlord
several
doesn't live there.
gingerbread homes.
The landlord doesn't live there.
No.
Tell us about the Trapp family living there. Or is it not a family?
Oh,
It
it's
doesn't
not a
have to be
fucking family. Well, he has kids, but
They're not a family.
no. Not a family.
They also, you guys, they don't all have to be men. Not everybody living here has to be a man. They're going to be women. Like
I ain't seen shit yet.
a strong, independent woman.
You're making a lot of assumptions.
I'm not making any
You
assumptions.
made a huge assumption.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you said they don't all have to be fucking men.
I'm saying they don't. That's not.
Fucking 2 out of 3. There's only 3 of us here. Fucking 66% of us said your thing. Is a fucking a
also
huge
have-
portion
I also
of us
have-
haven't even started yet.
I also haven't even said who. I just said that mine was owned by a landlord. And it's a bit of a fucking slum.
You're jumping the gun, Peterson.
You said he has kids, though.
The landlord.
Oh! No, I think you're fucking trying to make shit up now.
Isn't that literally what we're fucking doing here? Is making shit up, you fucking dumb son of a bitch?
Okay, whoa. Shut the mics off. You're being a prick.
Shut the mics off.
Kill the sound. Cut the audio. Am I representing you correctly?
Yeah, so it's the slumlord. He owns a few gingerbread houses. He's really contributing to the cost of housing going up because he
owns
so much land, and it makes it much harder for people to find affordable housing in this crazy market.
Does he come to collect?
He doesn't have to. So the folks who live in this house, they're a misfit family of sorts. They're all kind of seedy underbelly of society folk. I'm using folk a lot, and I like it. I was going to course correct, but I've now made a conscious decision to lean into it.
Okay.
So they're kind of underbelly sort of people. But you know what? Despite their
What kind of music do they listen to, Andrew? What kind of music do these underbelly types listen to?
in this scenario, they're when I say underbelly, I mean in comparison to
Like, is it white trash? Is it don't bro my heart, my achy breaky heart?
no, you're assuming like trashiness with my underbelly. No, they're quite sophisticated. These are
Oh yeah, these are criminal.
they're criminals. But they're like they deal like psychedelic drugs.
Okay.
So
okay.
they're like your mushroom dealer. So they're more like hippie kind of fucking.
Okay, so walk me through.
Anyone have an orange ball I could spare? I just need one more.
Yeah. Right here.
You fucking son of a bitch. Oh, there's one right there I could pick up off the ground, I guess. But yeah,
Oh,
so
these
they're-
actually. These fucking taste pretty good for gingerbread house candy.
have you tasted the fucking frosting? It tastes awful.
Oh, it's terrible. Okay.
Like it's not edible.
No,
If they're selling this as edible, it's not.
I don't think they are. There's no.
Edible, maybe. Edible, no.
I wish I kind of had like a little fucking pen out back for my fucking Rottweilers.
That's interesting. Yeah, so they're more like sophisticated drug dealers. When I say underbelly, that's kind of what I meant, but drug dealers. They're a couple. They don't have any kids. They're kind of they're a dink couple.
Okay, and what is this?
Double income, no kids.
Is it just drug income, or they work other jobs?
She
for like a
works.
front? 'Cause
She works as he is the stay at home all day, typical kind of pothead, drug dealer,
Okay.
mushroom dealer guy. She is a manager at a dive bar.
Okay, so they're living, even though they've got this drug income, they're living below
It's
their
not
means.
as-
Like, because the
it's-
IRS is coming after you like that. Of she works at a dive bar and they've got some big glamorous home.
Exactly, and they would like to eventually get out of this crazy town and start a family one day, but
But it keeps sucking them back in.
they're just they enjoy their freedom and their lifestyle a little too much.
Okay.
And the other thing, because of their upbringing, as much as they're jaded and kind of like not traditional members of society, they love the hell out of Christmas.
Okay. So, mom and dad were there for the time growing up,
Yeah,
and they instilled in them kind of a perverted love of Christmas.
well, they had fucked up childhoods, right? Like it wasn't not fucked up in like in that it was like abusive, but just very like more neglect rather than abuse, right? But
Is neglect kind of a form of abuse?
certainly, but there's a distinction there. I think.
Okay. Okay.
I think neglect could turn you into a competent person potentially,
Right.
whereas abuse could too, I suppose. But I can't say I've experienced either really, so I wouldn't know firsthand, obviously. But now
But you can hypothesize.
is everyone gonna put this thing in the same place? That's what I want to know.
I'm putting it on just over my back door. It's kind of my town's version of a pink flamingo in the front yard.
Okay.
The candy cane mint thing on the back above below the archway, such as this. I'll just let our viewers see here. So this is the front of this fucked up house. And I've got this fucking dirty little dinkin' light out front. And then if you look at the back here, this is like a upside down pineapple. But the fucked up thing is this guy is old, very old, and very single. So like when he's going swinging, he's just asking for like no strings attached sex with younger people.
Nice.
And, like he wants to be a third in a couple.
Right.
Right. Like
Right.
he himself doesn't
He's not a-
provide much.
No, and is this because let me guess.
So he sees these pineapples going, are these like the equivalent of pineapples going up in the town?
And he's
And
getting
I
excited.
want in on this. Little does he know that you're supposed to have someone for that other, like, he wants you to watch him fuck your wife even though you're swingers.
Right.
And he needs
Right.
a little blue magic before he gets going because, well, whatever, he's born in 48, he's 74 years old.
So was he ever
No,
married?
my mother's born in 48. 75 years old. Was he ever married?
Yeah. Is he widowed, divorced?
No,
never married?
never married. He felt, he would never let somebody that would let him inside of his home. So he's
That is a very interesting worldview.
he's toyed around with the idea of monogamous, non-consensual, non-sexual relationships.
non-consensual.
So that it's non-consensual, but it's also non-sexual. So like he forces you to live with him. There's nothing sexual about it, but he doesn't.
Also monogamous though.
Yes, you're a monogamous, non-consensual, non-sexual relationship.
So he's kidnapping you and forcing you to live in his
A very
home.
mundane life with him, yes. And it does not make any sort of sexual advance, no predatory action, no movements towards you, nothing in that capacity.
Nothing.
No, you constantly feel safe.
If you try to have sex with him, does he give you the cold shoulder?
Yes, absolutely. He would
like,
he would decline, deny, stop, and quit.
Stop.
Full stop, hit the escape
Not
button,
tonight.
control,
I have
delete, no way.
I have a headache.
Exactly.
Fucker.
So even if they get Stockholm syndrome and they're like, please give me that dirty old dick,
Enter me.
he's like, no.
Yeah.
He'll go to the bar and he'll screw you in a motel room. But
Not the roommate.
no, God, no,
Yeah.
just like a random person bar.
Yeah.
But as soon as he's entered you, he won't let you enter his home
I see.
because he thinks so little of himself that I can't believe you let me fuck you. There's no way we could be together.
I get it.
You know, I think that's
Like his self-esteem is so low.
it's such that as soon as he wants to have sex with you, he pursues you, and then the second that you give in, he's no longer interested because how could you ever be in love with a guy like me? How could you ever allow a guy like me for sex to do sex with you? Okay,
That
so
is
you put it on your
interesting.
front door, so you don't swing.
Can you give me that empty glass there?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Are you out of paste?
No.
I was gonna say you can have my paste if you need it. I've got excess paste. So how do Andrew, how does your couple feel about living in the same neighborhood as Garth Brooks?
Well, he's a frequent customer of theirs.
Okay.
Of the man, the guy's name. He's Toby, and she's her name is Esmeralda.
Toby and Esmeralda.
Toby and Esmeralda. Yeah.
He wouldn't be Toby Keith.
No. That would be crazy to have two people with country music star names who aren't the country music star
Living
in the same. That's just not believable.
Right, of course.
Everything else is so clearly realistic that we couldn't do that. You know.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about Toby and Esmeralda.
So yeah, like I said, that's kind of their jobs. They want to eventually get out of this crazy fucking town.
So, but they'll let Garth buy.
Yeah, like Toby's always got weed. We're living in it's an illegal house. I imagine somewhere. I'm saying our little village, our little.
In the southern
Are we a
49.
cul-de-sac? I think we're at a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, in the southern 49.
Yeah, somewhere in the States. So it's an illegal state. So he sells weed primarily, some mushrooms, a little LSD.
Those are legal most places.
And, he'll sit, if you let him, he'll sit and talk your ear off about the benefits of psychedelics. And Joe Rogan talks about this on his podcast.
Right, okay.
Yeah, he's kind of one of those weird, like, almost conservative hippie people.
Okay. Like, doesn't mind balking at somebody who doesn't have a job.
Exactly. Like, fucking get your shit figured out, motherfucker.
Right. Because in his opinion, he's providing a service to the community.
Exactly. He is. Well, even though he likes to call himself purveyor of regulated substances.
Right. Okay.
That's how he.
Like, that's the
refers to
joke
himself.
he says.
Well, it's joking, but it's also kind of serious, you know.
Okay. So I know that in the past, when we previously did this gingerbread house extravaganza, I'm just going to dress a little bit of snow on top. It's been a heavy winter. So I know in the past, my last gingerbread house, the only thing I remember about the guy that I had was a bit of a peeker.
That's right. He was a peeping Tom, I believe.
And this is something he and Garth share in common.
So he likes to peek in the window. So he's a swinger, and if he can't swing,
what
he's
I mean?
peeking in the windows.
You
fucking.
revert to type.
What do you mean?
You're making the same guy.
No, I'm not.
Well, similar.
I don't think my last guy was a
I'm just saying.
non-consensual, non-sexual.
Well,
Non-sexual.
we might have to look, but I'm just saying. Like now, you're making a peeper again. You like to revert. You like it. You like your stuff. You got some stuff you like, and you revert to that stuff. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying this is like evidence of what we were saying before.
I think let's vote.
Let's vote on what? What are you fucking talking
Vote in the comments. We're gonna have a vote.
What, that you like to revert to type and you like.
We're gonna have a vote in the comments whether or not Garth Brooks sounds like the other pervert that I happen to have in the other town. I love when it's like a guy makes a couple of very similar perverts, and all of a sudden he's reverting to a particular type of person.
He's reverting to type.
Yeah.
and needs to fucking stop with all the weird shit.
Yeah, like what is that about?
I don't want you to stop.
Okay, now Fran, are you gonna tell us at all about who lives in your home?
Yeah, absolutely. I was just, you guys were going. I was listening.
Oh well,
You want to hear about it?
join our community.
Alrighty, so we're going to take you back to the Civil War with Codsworth Kensington II, the world's first immortal, unbeknownst to him. So
He doesn't know.
well, now he knows. He didn't know at the time during the Civil War. We're in the Civil War currently.
Okay.
So he survives the Civil War. He's fighting for the South. He lives. He starts to notice that he's not aging like his friends. They're turning gray. They're getting wrinkles and all that kind of stuff. At around the age of what he should be, about 55, he still looks like a young 25-year-old man. He starts to think, I need to seclude myself. People aren't going to understand. There's obviously something wrong with me. He's seen doctors. They don't know. They're like, you're just a healthy young man. Don't worry about it. So he secludes himself for the latter half of his life, or latter half of, I should say, his friends' lives. They all die. He lives for the next few hundred years in the United States, bouncing from town to town. He can't stay anywhere for too long. If you've ever seen the film Twilight, it's kind of like that with the vampires. They can only stay in a town for like 2 or 3 years, and then they got to bounce to the next town. It's kind of like that. He keeps doing that. As time goes on, he learns about the hypocrisy and the lies of people who claim to be proud of what the South did during the Civil War. There's all these fucking conservatives who talk about, oh, rah, 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 we're so proud, like, keep our statues up. But anytime he tries to bring it up in any sort of real way about the service that he committed and the time he did, all these conservatives all of a sudden, well, it's not. We don't really want to, we don't want to go back to those days. And so he gets very jaded by this. There are no real conservatives. They're all fucking pansies in the United States. They don't listen to him. Whatever. As time goes on, he moves to a small town where he feels like, I think I can actually put down roots here. Everyone here is such a vagrant that they're not going to notice me not turning old. So he spends 150 years in the same small town. He's known these people. He's known everybody there. He's quite friendly with everybody. Anyways, he gets to a point where I think he's the first immortal that he's ever met. He's traveled the world. But he gets depressed. He's like, what is the point of life if there is no death? Why are things valuable? I've had wives, they've died. I've had children, they've died. Everyone around me
So
dies.
he's outlived generations of his own
Oh,
family.
yeah, absolutely. He's
So this
seen.
gift is not passed on.
He is what you would similar to that guy who owned that motel where he had peepholes in all their ceilings and he watched them have sex and then he said, "I am the world's foremost sex expert." This man, my Confederate soldier,
I like that.
is a death expert. He is hands down had the most people close to him die because everybody close to him has died.
Perish, really.
Anyway, so he decides one day, I'm going to go out in a blaze of glory. I am going to start buying up land in the United States, like oil wells, kind of old plots of land that nobody cares about. And I'm going to get in with some large corporate gas companies. He's amassed a fortune by this point. He's lived for so long that he's made investments. He's been able to keep his
He's got that on camera.
ear to the grindstone or ear to the pulse of society. And he starts setting up massive toxic gas canisters all around the United States. And anyways, on December 25th, 2023, he will unleash a gas cloud that will encompass the entire Earth and kill every single living thing on the planet. And that's kind of his final end goal. And yeah. So where we're at.
Is he planning on using Zyklon B?
I don't know. I think it's probably some sort of gas of his own concoction. Everything had a problem. Wasn't fast acting enough. Didn't spread enough. The molecules weren't small enough. So he had to. His goal was every single living thing on the face
And
of
he'll
this
die
planet.
as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No. This is he's had it with life. He's
His
seen death.
immortality only protects him from natural.
Death is an inevitability. We know this. He knows this. He just knows it better than we do. So he is doing a mercy to the planet.
It's a mercy killing
Yeah, a mercy killing of the entire planet. Yeah.
because he cares about us.
Yeah, exactly. So unbeknownst to most of the population, everyone except for him, enjoy your final Christmas, I guess, would be like, that's what he says to everybody, enjoy your final Christmas.
And they're confused.
And they're confused. They don't really understand.
Garth's
They're like,
like-
oh, that's kind of weird. But
Garth's like, boy, that's a weird guy.
yeah, it's a weird thing to say. But like,
Is he friendly otherwise?
oh yeah, absolutely. Very pleasant. He really doesn't like it when people bring up, don't tear down our statues, and then they won't really, like, let's get into it. Let's
I
talk
see
about
from-
not tearing down these southern statues. But
I see a little bit from your design. And I don't know if this is coincidental or not, that you've
no,
gone
it's not. Yes, I tried my best.
to do stars and bars.
Yeah, that was as good as I could do.
No, it looks great.
Yeah.
I think I could have lent you some red and blue, but there's not really very many blues in either.
No, yeah. And it's just like, it's one of those things where if you overcomplicate it, it's just going to get whatever.
So Francois, do you want to just lift yours up so the camera can see? Francois has done his own
Not quite done yet.
variation on the stars and bars.
This part's probably the best side because it's got
and
the
blue.
red. But yeah, so he's got two large. If this was a real house, he would have painted his roof as two large Confederate flags on either side.
Why don't we all lift up our
Oh, shit.
designs and I'm almost done mine, actually. I need just a couple things here.
Mine is all done here. I call this one Chateau Langley. It is the interior of the house was designed by Francisco Villanueva.
Yeah, no, that's correct.
By Francisco Villanueva, and the interior painting was all done by Paul Bettany. So
By Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany did all the interior painting.
Of Avengers fame or a different man named
No,
happened to be
the
named Paul
actual
Bettany?
A-list
Celebrity.
Hollywood celebrity Paul Bettany does high-end paint jobs, and Garth received a check in his name that was obviously not for any service or product that
Right.
he provided. Cashed the check anyway, made out to Garth Brooks. I think I'll take this.
Maybe Paul
$14.5 million.
Paul Bettany was a roommate that he never got to fuck, and then now he's trying to like
Get him
trying to
back.
get his approval. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
Paul
Yeah,
Bettany
yeah.
tried to fuck Garth Brooks. Anyway, go ahead with yours.
So yeah, here's mine. I actually quite like my design. I think I did quite a good job. I'm going to toot my own horn.
I like yours less than mine for sure.
That's fine. You can like yours as much as you want to like yours. I think yours is quite good.
I do too.
What are we doing here?
I don't know. I don't know.
What do you mean?
I like my gingerbread house.
I like my whatever. It was a fun little thing.
What was that craft show on like Teletoon Kids or whatever? You guys know that one where it was like
No.
they would always build stuff out of like toilet paper rolls. And,
Yeah. I don't know. There's a few of them. I can't remember.
I felt
don't
like
know
I
which
was
one
on
you're
that
referring
show.
to. Very, very much.
I was condemning Andrew's design and trying to prop my own up.
Oh, I know.
there's no contest here. Like you don't win something for having the best design.
The way it came off was like Andrew is wearing grade 1 and Andrew's in a show and tell.
Yes.
And then you're in the. I said like, my teacher, I have a question.
Why is
And then it's like, okay, yeah, Brad. Mine is actually better than Andrew's, but he's at the front holding his thing up. It's like that's
I agree.
So speaking to going back to our little town and our people.
Yep.
Interior smells of incense always incense burning or has just been burned. Lots of weird fucking tapestries and shit on the
Okay.
wall.
May I?
Yeah.
Is this in league with the drug dealer's house in Pulp Fiction? In
league with, it's basically like if you have ever been to someone's house who is a marijuana dealer, you know what the interior of this house looks like, you know what it smells like.
Blankets.
Lots of tapestries and blankets, and there's fucking there's a cat there that looks like way too chill to just be like a chill cat. Like maybe he got into some of the pot or something. But also lots of nice stuff. They got money, right? Like they're not poor.
Yeah.
So like
they got like
big
a
screen
good air
TV
fryer
and lots of nice shit and like nice sound system and like, collect records. So
he always wants you to hear how much better Leonard Skinner sounds on vinyl.
exactly. Or whatever band, doesn't matter.
Yeah, like have you've not heard Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon until you've heard
heard it on his not just on vinyl, but in his sound system.
Yeah, like his high sense.
Yeah.
Like there's like this.
He's like a crazy audiophile.
Yeah, and then he's got
thousands of
egg
dollars
cards
on
in the corner and
speakers.
shit.
Yes.
He's like, you don't
Yes.
like take a fucking hit off this and just don't like you actually listen.
Don't
to
just
Dark Side
hear
of the
it.
Moon. Don't just
Listen.
hear it. Listen to it.
Exactly. And because it's Christmas time, they like to they go crazy for the holidays as they've got their Christmas lights all set up on the roof nicely, decorations.
I like the obviously not mine, but it's I like that you did the diagonal.
It's fine.
No, I'm telling you.
Whatever. The moment is lost.
Did you do lines of the icing sugar, or did you put
Yes.
dollops down? And
No,
then
I
put
did. I did lines and then put them on like
Okay.
Christmas lights.
Now, Francois, tell us a little bit about the thought process with smearing.
I just wanted a way that I could just like put shit like.
Right.
I didn't want to like boot do. I just wanted to like pop, like rapid fire. That's what I was.
So it was an efficiency thing.
Yeah, and I kind of like at a certain point I knew that I wanted to make something that looked something like the
What is our town called?
battle cry flag. So
I put forward
flag of heroes.
Pendleton Reach, West Virginia. Or Wisconsin, actually, not West Virginia. Sorry, Wisconsin.
Get out there.
Pendleton Reach, Wisconsin.
And we live on what street in Pendleton Reach, Wisconsin?
Gettysburg Street.
Sure.
Gettysburg Street in Pendleton Reach,
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
We're cheeseheads.
We're cheeseheads.
We're all cheeseheads. Regardless of whether you've lived for a million years or you're an old man from southern Nevada with the bottom cut out of your underwear.
My guy lives just off, and it's on Lincoln was a fucking asshole avenue. That's where he
Just
lives.
kind of in a little cul-de-sac. But anyway, like I was saying, it doesn't matter if you're an immortal looking to end all life
Can I get a close up here
or a
quick?
drug dealer.
wanna-
All of us watch the Packers every Sunday.
So this,
Yeah, we all get together at my house.
Yeah, and
There's
we
a-
my little,
all
there's a-
watch, and we
yeah.
love our pack.
my little,
We love the pack.
Like
mint button here.
we all have like
This is the final.
fucking big cheeseheads.
This is the final gas canister, and once the entire world is dead, the final gas canister fills the home of my Confederate soldier,
What's his name again?
allowing him to finally take rest. It was something Kensington, the second or third, something.
He was born in Sharpsburg.
Yes. So we made our little gingerbread houses. They were fun.
I think that
Our little town of Pendleton Reach.
Just as kind of a final closing note, in the late 70s, my my homeowner, Garth Brooks, traveled to Melbourne, Australia, and he beat a kangaroo to death with a tire iron
Jesus Christ.
in the late 1977.
A tire iron.
Yeah,
Why
in,
a tire
in
iron?
1977, Garth Brooks beat.
Was that just what he had on hand, or did he go there?
No, went to a store.
I want to do it with a
perused through a
tire
number
iron.
of different tire irons, chose the tire iron he was choosing, went
wanted-
to the Outback, and he beat a fucking kangaroo to
He
death.
wanted to murder, and he knew the closest living animal to a human being is the kangaroo.
Yes.
So the closest you can get to murder without going to jail is beating the fuck out of a kangaroo with a tire iron.
Yeah. And fucking.
How does he
beat-
feel about it now?
Oh, still.
Does he say? Does it something he thinks about with like, yeah, that was sick?
I'm so happy that when he finally dies, probably on Christmas of this year, as the
Say
last.
almost.
Well, he
certain.
might die beforehand.
Yeah, that's true.
He's an old man.
True.
As the final breath escapes his body, he's going to think, at least I lived 40, 50 some years longer
As the-
than that fucking kangaroo.
The thick plume of green gas fills his home.
It's a green gas, so it's not Zyklon B.
Yeah, no, it might just be like a dye that he added for dramatic.
Dramatic effect. You want people to know they're dying.
Yeah. He wants everybody to like feel the burning in their throat and see the gas, and then they try to get outside and they try to run away, but it's the whole planet, so you just can't get away from the gas. Is the
So he's
problem.
done a tremendous amount of travel.
Oh yeah. He had a couple hundred years to like figure all this shit out. He got pretty. I'm gonna say he got pretty jaded and sick of shit after World War II, where he was like, "Oh, again, the fucking good
wait.
guys lose."
Has he already been planting these things since before World War II?
No, I don't think so. I think
he's
maybe,
only just planted
he
these
was,
last 80
maybe,
years.
Maybe as a hobby, he was experimenting with various types of gases. Like he didn't even realize that he was just doing unconsciously. He was planning for this thing. From the moment that he learned that he was an immortal, he's like, why do I stay late nights in my garage or the equivalent of a garage during the fucking whatever 1800s? And then he would mix chemicals and stuff. And then one day he's like, this is what I was doing it for. This is why I killed all those fucking squirrels. Like, I kept putting them in buckets with various gases and seeing what the effects would be. And now I know why. It's so that I can fucking create the final uber gas.
Has he gassed more rodents than anybody else in human history?
No.
No.
Actually, no. Because his were all experimental. So it was all like very specific, like one squirrel at a time or whatever. But there's fucking companies that I'm sure go and like gas the shit out of rats and
No,
buildings.
like individuals.
Oh, like one at a time? Oh, probably, yeah. Just fucking, that's a lot of
lot of
squirrels
rodents.
over a couple hundred years, yeah.
Would you rather be 11 feet tall or 9 inches tall?
11 feet.
11 feet.
Yeah, 11
I
feet.
guess that's a little bit obvious, but like I thought there might be an argument to be made for the 9 inches.
I would do anything to be taller than I am now. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's 30 feet.
11 feet
11
would be a son of a
suck.
bitch.
Yeah, that would suck.
It would really suck.
I think I'd have to amputate my legs.
Like, I'm pretty sure your brother-in-law's close to 11 feet tall.
Yeah.
He might be taller.
It's got to be at least 11 feet.
He's got to be at least 11.
He'd be close.
Okay, give us
11.5.
another one.
Okay.
I want one that's a little fucked up.
Okay. A
Google
little fucked up.
would you rathers.
Okay, I will do that. These are all like 100 for 100 would you
want 100
rathers for a
whiskers or
really great
$100?
game night. Whoa.
Producer man, what time are we at? You're at 53 minutes. Okay, sweet.
Yeah, we'll do a couple of would you rathers and then we'll wrap it up.
So,
Episode 4, we're going to have
fucked.
Francois on as a guest.
What'd you say?
Fucked up
Yeah.
Still have a day left filming? Yeah, we might as well go for the full day.
13 disgusting questions that are impossible to answer.
Oh boy.
Fucking try me.
Okay, this is terrible. I don't know. I'll just, whatever. This is the first one. Would you rather drink a pint of your worst enemy's piss while they look you in the eye, or eat a bowl of your own shit while everyone you've ever dated watches?
Piss.
Yes.
I mean, just purely from the fact that
No, I was
consuming
like,
the
oh,
piss
you think your piss is bad to drink?
Also, can you guys like in your brains when somebody says something like your worst enemy, do you identify somebody?
honestly, no.
Yeah,
It's
I can't-
Yeah, I can't think of like. I don't
I
have
got a
that.
pretty good idea.
I don't have those kind of relationships in
yeah.
my life.
I got a pretty good idea.
I was actually going to suggest maybe someone as a guest. on
There's
the
probably already
podcast.
people paying to do what that thing is
Yeah,
suggesting I do.
probably.
Who would be my worst enemy?
I guess I would probably have a similar one just by proxy, really. But like in terms of personal things, not really. Every time, or would you rather every time you poop, shards of glass come out and make you bleed down there?
I hate that.
Or every time you piss, you have to wipe with shards of glass? Who wipes when they piss?
I guess this is a female question.
I guess that's a female question. Yeah, like I more of a shake for me, but
Oh yeah, well, that's. I guess like let's make it like every time you piss you have to wipe, and it's got to be with shards of glass.
you got to wipe your tip of your dick with
Yeah.
shard. Oh God, oh I don't know, man. That's
Man,
tough.
you would ruin the tip of your dick
Yeah,
fucking
I'd do
immediately.
I'd wipe my cock, whatever.
Yeah,
I'd chemically castrate myself and wipe my cock with glass because I can't shit glass.
yeah,
shitting glass
that would
would
be so
suck.
terrible.
Would you rather have a vagina on your forehead
Oh fuck!
or have penises going up and down your back like a stegosaurus?
Badge on the forehead, probably.
Yeah, I'll take
Stegosaurus
a pussy forehead or forehead
cock. I'll
pussy.
do the cock back.
Cock back?
Yeah, I'll be a cock back.
It's so weird because it's like with most animals that have quills like that, it's like when they're scared or angry, then but you would be when you're aroused. So randomly you'd have this spine grow
Cock.
like a spinous. You'd be like a horny spinosaurus.
You could make a
Cock.
fortune in porn.
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah, man, you just lay down on your tummy and a whole bunch of chicks come and fucking have at. Hell yeah, that's sick.
Would you rather eat an entire pie that someone else shit in,
Why
or
Always shit. Consume. Would you rather consume shit or would you rather consume?
well, not for like there's like a little bit of shit in the pie. It's like tiny nugget of shit in with the pie, not totally consisting of, or eat powdered sugar that's mixed with 12 different people's dandruff shavings.
Oh, the dandruff.
Dandruff, like for sure.
Yeah, I feel like that's just
That's not even.
even beyond like
I could just
grossness. It's like I feel
I
like
could just eat people.
the chance of you getting a bacterial infection from shit is so much higher than from fucking dandruff.
Yeah, I could eat a spoonful of people's dandruff. Wouldn't fucking bug me.
spoonful.
Couldn't give.
Wouldn't fucking
No,
not
I couldn't
bug
give
me
two
none.
shits about eating a bunch of
Okay.
fucking dead skin.
Drink a. Would you? There's another milk one. Would you rather drink a glass of expired chunky milk,
Yuck.
or eat an entire bowl of very very moldy strawberries, like rotten strawberries?
I cannot ruin my relationship with dairy.
I'll take the chunky milk. I can
both of
pretend like it's
those.
cottage cheese, which I also hate. But
Yeah, I think I'd have to do the milk too.
Strawberries.
would you
Really
rather?
moldy strawberries taste like?
Rad.
Would you rather wake up and find all your teeth have been
This is
replaced
what
with
I like.
being replaced with pubic hairs?
Why can't it be like
bowl.
Individual, like a mouthful.
I know
of
it's
hair.
not your fault. I'm
Yeah.
not blaming you. I'm blaming you.
Have your pubic hair replaced with millions of teeth. Teeth
Oh
replaced
my
with pubes,
God,
or
what
pubes
a
replaced with teeth?
nightmare! Fucking genitals, those would be.
No, I can't. What's that thing I don't like? My phobia.
Tripopophobia.
I'm near passing out thinking about having teeth, pubes. Like
You could.
I'm
okay,
very lightheaded even thinking about
We
that.
we could construct a metal cage, and we just hide your penis forever. We could just fucking screw right into your bones.
But I don't like. Is my back and chest hair also pubic hair?
No, I think it's
you
like
know?
your
Like, that's
pubic,
pubic
your
hair.
pubis.
No, your pubic. Like here, your pubic.
Pubic
in
region.
Your pubic region. Yeah, you can't.
This
no,
is pubic hair.
No, I'm. This. I think the spirit is this. Your private part region.
No, I'd
like
rather
around
do
your nuts. and your
pube
dick.
teeth.
Rather what, sir?
I'm so like I'm
The mouthful
I'm
hair?
actually literally passing out thinking about teeth.
Can you imagine how uncomfortable having permanent hair mouth would be? Like a whale.
You couldn't even chew. Like there's no teeth. It's just gums with pubes.
Every time you ate would be a nightmare.
Every time I
You'd have to get one like something. Put,
every day I
one of
live
those.
is a fucking
Nah, I saw a girl, some social media video where it was a girl who can't. What couldn't she do? She can't eat normal. She can only have food put straight into her stomach, and I can't remember what the condition was. But so she like in the video, she's sitting there and she's like, you hear a, and she's like, yeah, I just ate. And I was like, she's never eaten before. She can't eat. And I was like, man, it might have been that she has like this crazy condition where she just, if she tries to eat something that way, she just vomits it, like can't consume
that
things
would
through her
be
mouth or something.
goddamn convenient.
This is a really. This
It might
is
be
funny.
so ripped. It's like just a nutrient.
The exact amount you need, yeah.
This is a really fucked up one, but Thanks, Reddit, for this one. Would you rather walk in on your dad fucking a dog or walk in on your dad getting fucked by a dog?
My dad's a
Hey,
beta.
I-
My
well,
dad's a beta.
I'm-
He would never be fucking the dogs. Like, this is impossible.
I'm
It'd be
assuming
my-
that in the dog fucking the dad situation, that it's still consensual. It's not like the dog got one up on your dad and fucking.
No,
it's
the
not
dog
a
isn't raping your
Dane
dad.
that
he's like,
overpowered
come
him.
on, do it.
Both,
Yeah.
in both scenarios, he's a pervert. Yeah, it's which kind of pervert would you rather discover?
Impossible. I
Some
have
of-
to take
some
dog
of-
fucking my dad.
Something about the giver feels more.
Fucked
Also,
up.
to his credit,
Yeah, I don't know. I guess in the one scenario he's abusing a dog, in the other one the dog's kind of like willingly at it. So I think the one where the dog's not getting abused is probably the better.
to
one.
his credit, he's a strong work ethic, and when you have a bad work ethic, you refer to somebody as quote unquote fucking the dog. So he would doubly never fuck a dog, and he would get bent over and fucked, and it would be like a border collie, something that can fuck fast.
he would doubly never fuck a dog.
Oh, that one's foul. I don't think I can even say that
Is it
one.
fucking your family? I don't mind fucking my family. Like, let's hear it.
No, this one is. Would you? No, I'm not going to do another gross one. It's too much. There's a. I'm pretty sure we've done it before, but like, would you rather have to watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life,
Or join one.
or
time.
join
we've
one
done
time?
this
We've
one,
done
yeah.
that one. That's like the one that everyone knows. I'm fucking. I'm going to do the really gross one. Fuck it. Another really gross one. Would you rather drink a quart of cum
See, that doesn't bug me that
Or-
much.
That's not that bad. That's the same as the shit
or-
stuff. Like
or
the
a-
cum actually, I think, is less bad than the shit.
or 2 quarts of menstrual blood?
Why are we? Why are we going by American?
It's what the thing says. A liter, half a liter of cum, or a liter and a half of period blood.
That reaction to period blood was wild.
Yuck! The idea of drinking blood to me is the most fucking foul thing.
Well, it has nothing to do with the menstruation.
No, the blood.
was gonna
It's
say, he
drinking
said-
fucking
he said-
blood. Yuck. The idea of drinking blood is fuck. No, cum. I'd drink a gallon of cum before I drink.
Yeah,
I
I feel like the cum thing. The cum thing is like your own hang up. It's like there's not really. It's like it's just like tons of people drink cum all the time. Like that's like a thing that people.
I don't know
do.
if they drink, like they might consume it, but I don't think tons of people are like getting a nice warm shot.
They're
of
fucking swallowing it down their throat. They're drinking it. It's a fucking
it's-
same thing.
Fair enough.
No, I don't know why, but there's something viscerally wrong with drinking blood.
Yes. Yes.
Like really makes me disgusted. Way more like I'm thinking about cum. I'm thinking about like
Man.
one of my like put some bananas in it.
Bloody,
And like
what do they call it? Black pie or whatever in London?
pie.
No, what do they?
Oh,
Blood,
blood
pie?
pie.
Yeah. That would
blood pudding. I no way.
blood pudding. That's what I was thinking of. Sorry, black pie.
Okay,
or black
that's
pudding.
enough Reddit for this week. We're not going to do any more of them. That one is wild.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us. I think we did this justice.
I would say so. I mean, it's about as good
Honestly,
as you can do
maybe
it.
like if this is a thing again, we should almost get like TV dinner trays. That might be a thing.
I suggested that
TV dinner trays.
yesterday. I said, should I bring my? I have those like they're not TV dinner. They're the same idea. They're small TV like those like
Yeah.
the ones you get at Staples, like the ones with like the like a like the what I'm not sure if it's
Are
plastic.
you able to
but
describe a TV dinner tray?
no, it's not a TV. I'll pull up the picture. I don't know why I fucking
What? I don't know.
whatever.
If you do it again, you should try to get one camera on the entire time looking down so that every now and then.
We only have 4 HDMI ports on our fucking switcher, Alex. Please, for the love of God, what you want us to invest in a new fucking switcher? God damn you!
Actually, we do have the splitter switch.
Yeah,
We can
true.
feed into our
Like
switcher
you could hit the switcher on the switcher. Yeah.
and then switch into the switcher.
like
Something
that.
tried that. We should try that. Oh, it's like a little
like an
table.
iron board for men.
I see.
Like that.
It's an ironing board for men because men don't use ironing boards. I think we did an awesome job. I'm seeing all this icing. I'm thinking about cum. Not that bad. Might give it a whirl.
I bet you cum probably tastes better than this fucking icing.
Do you
The
think?
big takeaway from this episode is
Let's all hold up our gingerbread houses.
let's all go drink cum, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about it on the next episode.
That's that
How to
one.
taste.
Whenever I hear someone about drinking cum, I always think about that Cards Against Humanity.
Oh,
Cum guzzling
Pac-Man
hooker.
uncontrollably
greatest-
guzzling cum.
the greatest card that trumps all other fucking cards and ruined my humor with that game. Like, I literally saw that card, and I'm like, none of the other cards are funny now. Like, I can't. None of them are funny. None of them reach the level of Pac-Man guzzling cum.
Uncontrollably.
Yeah, uncontrollable. That's the thing. Uncontrollable. The fucking mental image of that is pure comedic brilliance.
Let's all hold up our gingerbread houses one more time as a sign off.
Francois.
You grab me mine? Or,
Yeah, I can.
I just about dropped mine earlier. Yeah,
fucking
Alex caught it on camera somehow.
makes us very precarious.
yeah.
Oh, it's a peppermint on the bottom.
Yeah, it's my gas tank.
Okay, gas canister.
Oh.
Why are you whining like somebody who's getting fucked?
Jesus Christ.
Hello, teacher. This is my gingerbread house.
Mine's better than Andrew's.
Do you see? Have you seen the new Mr. Beast video?
Mr. Beast.
If Mr. Beast was here, he would have given us all money for our gingerbread houses.
He'll give us $10,000.
He could bring your dad back to life.
Yeah.
If you want.
Grandma,
I changed my mind. This is the house that Mr. Beast lives in. This is Mr. Beast's house.
Mr. Beast, my favorite YouTuber.
He lives in
What does he say, Grandma? He could bring Grandma.
Oh, it's like the guy does this thing. It's like iPad kid at a funeral, and he's like, "Grandma, is that your sister in there?" Yeah. If my favorite YouTuber, Mr. Beast, was here, he could probably bring your sister back to life.
Yeah, that's fucking funny. Okay, thanks guys so much. Appreciate it as always. Signing off.